احنا جايين من كل مكان للصويرة زينة البلدان زوروا ونرجع فرحان كالضبيل وللهيل ولا حوض السلاح ومحيلة نضربوا شوفار هاد الليلة.
Bishut Marad Rabotai, this Dvar Torah, I want to say it, the memory of your father, Alav Shalom, Netanel, Ben Rabbi Yaakov Moshe, Alav Shalom, and the memory of the lady that passed away. Grandmother?
My grandmother?
Yes.
Sola
Rivka, Bat
Moshe.
Moshe, Alav Shalom, and of course for the Rifra Shilema of your brother, and for Nishmat, my mother, Mazal, Madeleine, Bat Muhasim, Hazakuna Livach, Nishmat, Miriam, Bat Esther. What I'm going to tell you now, it's fabulous, because Baruch Hashem have a good memory, and the Torah mentioned the Parsha of the week, the death of Sarah Imenu. The Torah said that Sarah Imenu, she passed away when she was 100 years, 20 years, and 7 years. It's not normal. I mean, when you say somebody passed away, he passed away at the age of 127 years. That's it. But you imagine, she passed away. She had 100 years, 20 years, and 7 years. It's a little bit. But Rashi, Alav Shalom, explained. He said that why the Torah why the Torah mentioned for her death 100 years and 20 years, 7 years, because all her life was equal. She was a big tzaddiket. That means when she was 7 years old, she acted, all her life was tzaddiket. You understand? Usually when you are 100 years old, you're old. You cannot serve Hashem. You see people, they walk very, very slow. But Sarah Imenu, she served Hashem when she was 100 years, like if she was 20. And she served Hashem when she was 20, like if she had 70 years. That means all her life, it was the same service of Hashem. Not because, Andy, children. A child, if he is 7, he cannot serve Hashem like if he is 20. And if he is 20, can he serve Hashem like he is 100? No. But Sarah Imenu, all her life was this. All her life was equal. Now, when you talk about Avraham Avinu, it was the same. The Torah said that Avraham Avinu, alav shalom, all his life he did not miss a minute from Avodat Hashem. He served Hashem all his life. He did, just look at this. This is a bottle I have in my hand. Yes or no? Yes. Now, this bottle, if you want to fill this bottle, you have to fill it, you cannot fill it in one shot. You have to fill it small by small, little by little, till the top and the bottle is full. Yes or no? Yes. You have to understand something the Mesilat Yesharim explained, that sometimes people, they search for big mitzvot to do. They don't realize that from small mitzvot, you fill your life. Because if you look for the big mitzvot, you don't see them all the time. They don't appear, the big mitzvot, all the time. But what appears all the time is small mitzvot. So a small mitzvot, basically, a small mitzvah, and a small mitzvah, and a small mitzvah, you fill your life with all the mitzvot. Look, if you talk about Abraham, he was not a philosopher. Abraham, He didn't do, Abraham Avinu, he did the easy mitzvah that you can imagine. What? Achnasat orchim. Hesed. It's easy. I mean, to study Torah all day, it's hard. Yes or no? But to do a check, hesed, that's like, I take a check and you give. It's easy. You understand? So Abraham Avinu, he did easy mitzvot. Baruch Hashem, he was very rich. He had a lot of people to work for him. So he could have 1,000 guests every day. 2,000 guests. You know, Abraham Avinu had 4 doors. 4 doors in his house. So no one can miss the house of Abraham. I mean, a lot of times, the tent of Abraham is very, very big. So to go to the front door, it would take me 5 minutes. Abraham Avinu Alva Shalom, he had 4 doors. Easy out, easy in, easy out. Easy in, easy out. That was, but from those small mitzvot that Abraham Avinu did, all his life was full of mitzvot. Because, like Pesach, listen to me, Pesach. Pesach, it's only once in a year. Sukkot, it's only once in a year, yes or no? Shavuot, it's once in a year. Shemitah, it's once in 7 years. Brit Milah, it's once in the life. The Brit Milah, once in the life you do it. Yeah. Nida, once a month. A lot of mitzvot you don't do them. But there is some kind of other mitzvot that you do them every second, like Tayit Katan, every second, like a kippah on the head, every second, like washing the hand to eat bread, it's every day. So those small mitzvot, they fill your life. Because if Hashem would give you only big mitzvot, so you have to wait all year to do Pesach. So Hashem give you tefillin, He give you a lot of mitzvot, so all the day, Hashem, He fill you with mitzvot. You know what it is, mitzvot? The diamond. You know what it is? Look at. Just imagine. You go on the street, and you see millions of diamonds in the street. What do? You let them? Of course you pick them up. You feel your pocket, you feel your luggage. I mean, Hashem throw mitzvot. Mitzvot are on the floor. Just pick them up and do them. Baruch Hashem, today, a lot of mitzvot you can do today. The telephone, you can use the telephone to do mitzvot. You can do Shlom Bayit. Baruch Hashem, Hashem, He fill us. You know why HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us a lot of mitzvot? So we will not get bored. So we are occupied all the time. You see, I was thinking, I have 1 hour. What am I going to do 1 hour? Just to talk? So I'll give you a show. I didn't speak this morning. I wrote this morning early, but I didn't give a show this morning. And I didn't do a show in the afternoon. So I will waste 1 day without Torah. It's not possible. So Hashem give us a lot of mitzvot, so we can be occupied. We occupy ourselves with mitzvot. Those mitzvot. That's what the Torah said about Sarah Imenu. Sarah Imenu, she had 3 kinds of life. When she was a baby, when she was 20, when she was a baby she was 7, when she was 20, and when she was 100. All her life, 127 years, were full of mitzvot. I mean, usually a baby girl, that she's 7, she play with toys, you know. She played with toys. She play with the sand. A lady that she's 20, she search for nice clothes. Yes. And a lady of 100, well, she's too tired. She's old woman. She wants to stay. Sarah, who was not like that. When she was 7-year-old, she only do mitzvot. Can you imagine? Imagine Imagine Rivka. She was 3 years old in the Parsha of this week. 3 years old. And she went with the cows, with the sheep. And when Eliezer told her, "Can you give me water?" she told me, "I give you water for you, for all the people that they are with you, and with all the camel." You know how many bottles the camel can drink? 300 liters. There were 10 camels. So how much did he drink? Huh? 3,000 liters. Beside it. And every time she went, she bring water. 3-year-old. Can you imagine? So that means that all her life was only Torah, Hesed, like Sarah Imenu. And what it is very important for you to know. There was a lady, she was with 4 women here. I wrote it here. I was very, I love to listen to this. She came, so the 4 women, one woman said she want a bracha for refuah, she had cancer. The other one said she want that she will have success in painting. And the other one said, I want a bracha to have a good parnasa and to get married. And the other one said, Rabbi Saul was here. Rabbi, I want a bracha that Hashem will help me to fight all my family that they are against me because I keep Shabbat. Just Hashem. I want Hashem to help me. So I will keep Shabbat. Just if they can let me do my Shabbat. I'm the only one. They are all fighting me why I keep Shabbat. But it's okay. They fight me. I keep Shabbat. And they do on purpose to light the fire, to smoke in the house, to put the television just, and I don't answer. Understand? That, you know what reminds me this? Rivka. Because Rivka, she was born in a house that they were not kosher. Her father, Bituel, he was an idolatry man. Laban, he was a killer, he was a mafia. He was killing people. Laban. And Rivka, the sister, she was living with them. And she was a tzaddiket. Did you ask yourself, from who she learned to be a tzaddiket? Rivka. But Sarah, she was a few thousand kilometers away. She was only 3 years. There is a book, a midrash, who said that Avraham Abinu, he never cut the contact with his family. He used to send him letters to Bituel. Bituel was a family from Abraham to Avraham Abinu. He used to send him letters to tell him, do teshuvah. And Bituel and Lavan, when they received the letters, they threw the letters. Who picked up the letters? Who? Rivka. Rivka, she picked up the letter and she was reading the letters of Avraham Abinu. Can you imagine that? How you understand this? This is the parasha of this week. The parasha of this week, it teaches you how you feel your life with mitzvot. How you feel your life with Torah. I know somebody, you know IKEA?
Yes.
IKEA.
Yes.
You know how we become rich? IKEA?
Selling matches.
Yeah, we're selling matches. Yes, we're selling lighters. He left $60 billion. $60 billion. He died a month ago, 2 months ago. I know he's not Jewish, no. But just to tell you, he was selling, he was selling, he was selling, and then he started to sell boxes, then he started to sell, to fabric some tables, and then he became IKEA. He did not waste his time. I know somebody in Venezuela, very, very rich. Now his family, they live Los Angeles, in Miami, they live in Brazil. And I met him one day. You know, he told me, Rabbi David, you have to know that when I started, I used to go to the street where they were throwing the fabric, they throw, you know, the material.
The scrap.
Huh?
See, the scrap.
Yeah, scrap. Yeah. Because there was some fabrics, they fabric, you know, clothes, and the scrap, they throw it. And I used to go, and I used to collect and to bring my mother. And my mother, she used to do tires. Tires. From the scrap, tires. And I used to sell them. And from there, I passed to watches. And from watches, I passed to this. Then, today, I am rich. He didn't waste his time. So the same way that a person don't waste his time, and you know, as the American said, time is money. Don't waste your time. Time is money. But the rich tzaddikim, they fill up all their life with Avodat Hashem. This morning I said to my friend, to the president, Cesar, I told him this morning something nice. I said, if you start to read the parasha of Chayei, it's actually my mother, it's her Shabbat. It's the Shabbat of my mother. She passed away 11 months ago. Chayei Sarah. Already she was a tzaddiket. She already was a tzaddiket. If you start to read the parasha, you see there that Avraham Abinu talked to Ephron about death, about my wife, she died, and I want to bury her, and you have a land, and if you don't mind, I want to buy the land. And Ephron said, no, the land, I give you the land, you can't bury your wife. No, please, I want to bury my wife and the land that I want to buy from you. And I mean, why the Torah don't say, in short, Abraham, he bought a land from Ephron that he wanted to give him free. Abraham said no, and he paid 400 shekel. That's it. Why the Torah talk too much about a land? I mean, yes, no. Did you read it or not? I mean, if you have time, look in Spanish. Yeah, it's too much. I mean, when you want to buy something, in 1 minute, you know, the Torah, it's not a book of history. The Torah, it's short, you know. You know, on Shabbat, the laws of Shabbat, there is thousands of laws of Shabbat. And the Torah said only one pasuk, respect Shabbat. And then the Torah, like there is a lot of mitzvot, the Torah do a resume. Only short pasuk, and the Torah talk too much about it. And then at the end, the story finished, that Ephron, he said, well, so you want to, that I sell you the land, that you will bury your wife? Okay, 400 shekel. And the Torah mentioned, you know, the name of Ephron, if it's like if you write Pinto, there is a O on Pinto. Yes, there is a O. And D, there is Y and the end. So Ephron, you need the O, Vav. It's written Ephron without the O. So the Gemara said, why there is no O? Ephron, so there is no the Vav, Ephron. And the Gemara answered, because Ephron was a Rasha. He took too much and he did nothing. At the beginning, he said to Abraham, take it, I don't want to sell it. And Abraham said, no, I want to buy it. No, you can take it. No, I want to buy it. I want to buy it. He sold it to him 10 times the price. It's a thief. You see, you think he was a tzaddik, and he was not a tzaddik, he was a rasha. That means all his life was empty. That's why the Torah didn't write O in Ephron. Why? Because Ephron, he was rubbish. He was nothing. He don't deserve his name. Because he's like somebody that promised a lot of promises and he don't keep the promise. But the Musar, and I finish, the Musar that we learn from this parasha, the Musar that we learn from this parasha is that the Gemara said, when a man wants to do teshuvah, if you think and you don't know how to do teshuvah, so the Gemara said, think about death. Think about death. That one day you're gonna die. That scare you. That will push you to do teshuvah. So here in the Torah, we see that Abraham, he talked to Ephron about his wife that she passed away. And his wife, she's in front of Ephron. And Ephron, he see the woman in the floor. And at the end, what he did? He steal money from Abraham. That means it was a big rasha. Usually a man, the death push him to do teshuvah. Today, I receive a lot of people that are not well, and they cry, and you think it's easy for me to listen to all these problems, a lot, it's terrible. You can ask Basul, you can ask Cohen, you can ask all the people that they enter to translate. You listen to problems that you become crazy to listen to those problems. But one thing I tell you, that whatever I tell them to do, they do. Whatever I tell them to do, they do. If they don't, why? Because they are not well. So the doctors told them it's finished. So now they have a Baruch Hashem, a hope. They come for a bracha, emunah. They have faith. So when I tell them do that or do that, they accept. And today, Baruch Hashem, I received 5 good news today. 5 good news from people that they were. Rabbi Su, he knows the stories. He was here. Stories that you cannot believe. Even me, I don't believe. It's hard for me to believe. But emunah. That means that sometimes Hashem, He sends, when Hashem see you empty, so Hashem will send you a problem, so you can do teshuvah. And when you do teshuvah, you feel the empty space that you create in all your life. You become like a newborn. And this is the Parsha of the week. The Parsha of the week, it reminds you that even Sarah Imenu, she passed away. I mean, but her life was not empty. Her life was full of good things. And that's what Abraham said. ויבוא אברהם לספוד ולפחות. Abraham came to do his spade for Sarah, his wife. And look, with all what he said about Sarah, and she was here on the floor, Ephron is still money. I mean, when you see a dead person, you do tshuva, you think about your life, that your life, it can't be what it is. You have to change your life. Ephron, he sees the reality. At the beginning, he wanted to give. And then, not only he didn't give, but he stole money from Abraham. And Abraham really wanted to buy that land. You know why? Because in that land, in the Me'arat HaMachpelah, there is Adam and Chava, they are buried there. Adam HaRishon. Adam HaRishon was buried there. And Abraham Abinu, he knew that Adam and Chava are there. So he wanted to buy that land, so when he died, he will be buried there. So he bought it. So no one can say, can you imagine? He bought it for money, with a lot of money. So it's become his. Me'arat HaMachpelah. How you spell Me'arat HaMachpelah? The two first words, Me'arat, Mem, it's 40. HaMachpelah was the first letter of HaMachpelah, He. So if you take the Mem and you take the He, how much is it? 45. 45. If you take the name of Adam, Aleph is 1, Dalet is 4, Mem is 40. How much is it? 45. That means that's why this grave, we call it Me'arat HaMachpelah. Because the first person that was buried there was Adam HaRishon, Adam and Chava. And that's why Abraham Abinu, he bought it. So, Be'ezat Hashem, you know that Hava, when Abraham Abinu bring Sarah to the grave, Hava, she started to cry. She wanted to hide herself. And Abraham told her, why you run away from your grave? So she told him, I'm ashamed of Sarah. Sarah, she's a tzaddiket. Hashem gave us only one mitzvah. We didn't keep it. And Sarah, all her life was full of mitzvot. So I'm ashamed that I am buried next to Sarah. So Abraham told Chava, you are my mother. You are our mother. If without you, we will not be here. So sleep. Good night. Good night.